Hey, welcome to Do Better Business. Today we've got Amber. I'll just set this up a little bit. Please, if you've got any questions, just put them on the screen. We'll see them somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Amber, tell us a little bit about yourself.
About me? Oh, I don't know if that's very interesting, Kevin.
I didn't warn you about that part.
Thanks for that. A little bit about me. I'm Amber. I've been working in IT for about 30 years in some form or another. And at the moment run Ambient IT, which is a IT business looking after small, medium business technology market with helping businesses get the best out of their technologies and keep their businesses safe.
Cool. So you started in IT when you were in primary school. That's good to know.
Yeah, actually a few years before I was born, yeah.
A couple of years before you were born. Cool. So, well, I was going to say that, maybe 36, 37. I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
You're a good man, Kevin.
I try and be. Look, it has been disputed already today, I'm pretty sure. So let's not worry about that. So tell me, you're in business. You've had your own small business. How long have you had that?
We'll be 13 and a half years old now.
13 and a half.
Started the business, yep. Teenagers, started the business with my business partner, Cliff.
It's just entering puberty. Awesome. So
Scary thought, hey?
Absolutely. So tell me, what was the tipping point that made you go, hey, I want to have my own business?
Well, it had been something that I'd thought about before, but I guess I'd never really taken myself seriously until the people who ended up our first customers came to us and said, an IT company gave us all this information, but we don't understand it. And we looked at what they'd been provided with, and there was nonsense, oversell, too expensive, and they really didn't understand a word that was said. There was just a heap of gobbledygook. And so, we stepped in and helped them out, and thus was born Ambient IT, where we realised that, people had a need to get serviced in technology by people who could explain things properly to them and didn't try and pull the wool over their eyes. And somehow it's kind of always helped that I always forget all the technical terms myself, so it keeps me on the real people's level of not using them, because I go, oh, that thing, the one with the blue knob on the end.
Absolutely. And that's one of the really great things that I love about you, is that when I speak to you and your team, they, if I want it explained, they generally try and give it to me in English rather than
that's absolutely the absolutely the aim, that's for sure.
I still don't understand the English version, I'll confess. But that doesn't matter. I don't need to understand that. So, and I love
the upside
Microsoft.
of that is you just got to always remember that the only bit we know is this little bit, and all that other stuff that everyone else knows, we don't know that.
And that's it. That's perfect. And hey, but I did manage to solve Microsoft's upgrade, which changed all my settings overnight. Just in time. It was a little bit of excitement, let me tell you. So, here's one of the things that's had the greatest impact in your business. You've been going 13 and a half years. Lots of stuff's happened, hey?
The greatest impact on my business, thinking purely from a business and business growth point of view rather than a IT point of view, was really me getting brave enough to decide to run the business and make it succeed instead of going with the flow. It was sort of scary, easy to not do things in the early days. And the business has grown and got better and better since we've sort of made the choice to go, well, let's do this. Let's take a chance. Let's make it work.
So rather than letting the team almost be a committee and, putting it out there and asking, hey, what should we do? When you took the reins, and had one figurehead, that was a good impact.
Sure, absolutely. I'll still remain and will always be someone who believes that the whole team should be having an input into what we do and how we do it. But the bigger picture was step up and be the leader.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a really important thing, that we do need to run our businesses and not let our businesses run us. And that's a really important thing. So, do you have a mantra or a saying? that
Saying
on when crap happens,
when crap happens.
or every day?
Well, look, Ambient IT is of course known for our own slogan of "Swear by your systems, not at them." Everyone knows that one, but there's a saying that I realize it's actually a favourite saying of a friend of mine, that goes, "In a world where you can be anything, be kind." And that's a friend of mine's favourite saying, and I think that if everyone lived by that one, how different the world would be.
You've got some smart friends. No, that's a
I
really good
do
one.
indeed.
In a world where you can do anything, be kind.
Yep. Well, where you can be anything, be kind.
Cool. Excellent. I'll remember that for the rest of the day.
Maybe a couple more, Kevin.
Oh, damn it. Can you send me a text tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I'll send you a text each day.
That'd be awesome. Now, we've all been through lots of stuff. As I said, 13 and a half years. You must have had some high highs, some low lows, and everything in between. What's one of those challenges that you had to dig deep and get through? What happened? What'd you do?
One of the biggest challenges for my industry, for my job, or for my business, more importantly, is definitely people. So, anyone who's ever seen even a single episode of perhaps the IT Crowd or any of those sorts of
I know what you're talking about.
techie people. No, we don't know what you're talking about. Know that for me, it's hard. It's hard to find the people who are both really good techs, but also people, understand customer service, treat people right, talk to people like they're people. And for me, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to find the right people because my whole team's like that. They're all people who want to be dealing with people and helping people and having the people conversations. So sometimes it's hard to get those two things to meet in our industry, but they are out there. And if you're out there and you're one of those people and you're a tech, then hey, I want to talk to you.
You just froze up a little bit. So
did I? That's not like me.
Yeah. No. It's you stopped where people were like your people were real people. Stuff.
My people are real people. Yeah. Okay. So they are indeed. So for us, looking for people who are those people, the ones who can be both really good techs and really good people, can be a little bit hard to find. So if there's people out there having a look at this and you're a highly skilled tech person and you're a people person and understand customer service, you're the people I want to talk to because you're the people that can help my customers in the way that we want to do it.
And people who need people, they're the happiest people in the world. So somebody just said, because we don't know who's saying any of these comments while we're on the show, that Ambient have been looking, they've been fabulous. They've been 5 years plus. You've been helping that
Sweet.
history.
That's great.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mum. Amber will send the money through later on. So people problems are not just an IT problem. It's an every business problem. And one of the things that I'm really proud that I've seen you do, that I can give a little bit of insight, is these days, as much as you're, when you need staff, you're looking, but you've always kind of got one eye out, even when you're not necessarily in the market for that. And if you find the right person, you'll find how you can utilize them and
plan to grow.
Which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Really awesome. And I encourage all businesses to be doing more of that. Look, it does come down to affordability, and you need to make sure that you've got that. But once you get to that tipping point, it becomes a little bit easier, and you guys definitely are there. So the last one, what's been in the news? So sorry, really bad interviewing today. What has been in the news around the whole
So me
IT?
or you, mate?
You're doing awesome. Me, I'm a bit average today. So to help people out, there's been a whole lot of stuff in the news of late. What are some of the stuff that's caught your eye that you might be able to help people with?
Look, it remains one of the biggest risks to businesses at the moment. The whole malware, ransomware world. There's lots of other things going on, but one of the biggest risks to the businesses and their data is definitely still this sort of stuff. And there's the emails and the websites that get infected and the links that people get sent, and it's really, really tricky stuff. To know that even us IT people have to look really carefully at our emails when we get things to determine whether or not it's something we should click on. It's really scary for people out there. But there are ways to perform. There are ways to protect your systems. There are ways that you can learn to manage things a little bit better, and there's definitely ways that you can have the right backups and facilities in place.
It's all a little bit vague, and that doesn't help me do anything. There are ways. So give me one little tip that I can do that's going to help me stop being what I would refer to as being an IT dickhead. Because every now and again, you know that I am.
Yeah, sure. Hey. No, sorry, you're not a dickhead.
So save me from myself. That's what I'm asking.
All right. So two things, two really critical things. You never ever click on a link without holding your mouse over it first. And because when you hold your mouse over the link, it sort of pops up and shows you where it's really going to go. And you read that carefully and you have a look and see where it's really going to go. And if you've even got half an idea that it's not the right place, just don't click on it.
And
find another way, type an address in, whatever.
Even if you're a little bit uncomfortable, because these dudes are getting really freaking smart, and they're buying domains that are so close to the real domain.
Very similar, yeah. If you're in two minds, you type the site in that you want to go to, type the name in your browser, and go there that way. Don't click on the link. If you've got any doubt at all, don't click on the link. And then you can never have. You can't have there's no such thing as too many backups.
Cool. So, I've been using
I've got a backup, not enough.
I've got my terabyte drive that just automatically does that every day. That's okay? It does.
That is okay, because you've got more than one drive, which you then, you've got multiple drives that you swap. And therefore, if something happens or corrupts one of your drives, you go to another one.
She'll be back with us in just 1 second. This is a really unusual one. We've never had that happen before.
I can see me and you.
What we'll do is call an end to the show, because I'm not really good at filling in. I don't know if Amber's coming back or what the whole problem was. So, look, we want to thank Amber. She's from Ambient IT. If you would like any more hints and tips, definitely just comment below. Amber will get back to everyone that does. And on top of that, reach out and ask her. Amber, her team at Ambient, they're awesome people, and they do explain stuff really logically. So it's Amber Worth. Here she is coming back. I wasn't sure she was going to do that. So that was a pretty good ad that she got all for free when she does reappear here in a minute. I don't know what happened there. But something's definitely happened. So, yeah, so one of us had something happen. Yeah, well, you see, I froze up for a minute. Really, once again, this is not the best interview we've ever done. We will try and we'll probably give you a second go at this so that we can get even better value next time. And not because of your performance, but because, poor interviewing technique today. And normally I'm better on my feet than that, but let's not worry about that. So you were talking about hover over the link so you can actually see where it's going. Make sure you got lots of backups. So
I was going to say what I was saying when it dropped out was you have got multiple external drives that you back up to, so that if something happens to one or something corrupts one, you've got others to go to. So that's the idea. Don't just have one.
Diligent at that. I will be from today.
You've also got cloud backups, so you've got multiple types of backups.
And I think I do over rely on the cloud backups, but we'll have another discussion soon about that, Amber. Look,
as long as you've got multiple.
You did get an awesome ad while you were away. I promoted your business and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool.
Fantastic.
So,
good man.
Somebody said they could see both, even though I couldn't. We've got another person clapping. So look, it's been a pretty good show. It's been nice and short and sweet. Do you have any parting comments?
No, thank you. There you go. Thank you. There's a parting comment.
Please, would be a better one. So look, Amber, thanks very much for your time. I can see that somebody wants to come and see you. I really appreciate
There's
you
always
getting
someone wants to see me.
up and getting in a little bit early as I want. So thanks very much. It's been awesome, and I will
Thanks
catch
for
you.
having me, Kevin.
Okay. Bye, Amber.
Bye, mate.
And it just takes 1 minute for that to cut out.